Good morning, everybody. It's me, San Martin, and Eric Knight of the Prescott Times, and we got a show for you. And it's a big old recap of what happened this weekend. And I know, like, Eric likes to say, hey, what happened yesterday? And I'm like, Eric, we're now going to have to make it a part of the segment. But check this out.
Welcome to the 863 Morning Show with your host, San Martin Rodriguez and Eric Knight.
Got to get the wake up going. Look at that.
Hey, Eric, I saw you dancing over there like this.
Got to get the wake up going. Yep.
Oh, my gosh. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? How you doing, Eric?
I am well. I want to hear what happened this weekend, though.
Oh, wait. First, you didn't tell everybody what day it is.
Okay.
So
So I
with our
looked at
emotions, Eric.
It's so awful today. I mean, like, I'm going to read them all to you, and they're gonna be pretty bad. And so I'm going to make up my own once I go through them all. All right.
Okay.
The first one is Go for a Ride Day.
Hey, that actually works with my new furry friend.
It's Monday. Friend. Nobody's going for a ride. They're back. They're motivated. They're back to work. It's Motivation Monday.
Yeah, but I woke up at 4:00 this morning because I got to fit the dog into my life now. And so I was like, okay, 4:00, walk the dog. It says like, are you really going to start this pattern? And I'm like,
yep. The dog will get used to it. Okay. The next one is National Cranberry Relish Day. I don't know that I've ever had cranberry relish. I don't know.
Cranberry relish. Is that like literally the relish that you put on hot dogs? I mean,
no, because this is cranberry, which I think goes with Thanksgiving.
All right.
And the last one is Start Your Own Country Day, which I think everybody's ready to do right now. So let's not mention that.
Okay. I don't know about that. I'm still on the cranberry one, man. I'm still on the cranberry.
Like I said, I'm stuck on all of them. So I'm going to say it's just Motivation Monday of a short week.
Oh, my God.
Good morning, everybody. This week.
I have no clue who is messaging us from Facebook user. Unfortunately, on our side, we don't get the actual name, which is kind of funny. But anyways, if you guys can go ahead and put your name down. If you're not coming from a part of one of the other streams that allows you to go ahead and interact as a normal person. But good morning. Good morning, Logan.
All right, here we go. So Logan's trying to get us talking about the future. We're still talking about the past, Logan.
Yes. Well, he's definitely all hyped up for today's turkey drive out there in Prescott Valley. And it's going in hot. It's coming in hot.
Right.
Not to mention
Logan,
Maria.
So we're talking about this weekend. How did the blood drive go?
Oh, we're gonna go that route. It went. Wait. How did the blood drive go?
Yeah, Logan had a blood drive this weekend. Squealing Hog.
Oh, that's right. Well, let's ask him. How did it go?
I just did.
Oh, he's probably tapping it up.
So what else happened this weekend?
Oh, there was a lot that went on this weekend. I mean, it was like one of those weekends where you're just like, here we go. But the ending of the Festival of Trees happened to be this past Saturday, and it was a crazy cool event. If you guys want to go to the PrescottTimes.com to get the recap of it, and then we're going to actually come back and talk about how much money was raised, because ultimately that's what it's all about, to see how much money was raised for the community and also the people that were helping out at that whole event. And there she is right there, Rochelle. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah. There was so many people there. It was incredible. The amount of people all weekend.
All week long, Eric.
And all week. Yeah. So I do want to know if all the trees have been sold. I don't know if Rochelle knows that.
Rochelle should know that. She definitely has the insight because she was a part of the whole thing. So you guys did an amazing job. Send my love back to Tana. She did really good, as well as the whole team. And I know there's a lot of people that actually put their efforts into it. So I can't wait to hear the results and see how it went down. But needless to say, it was a very, very awesome thing to see. Yep, everything sold.
Right awesome. Look at that. Wow. Oh, wow. That's great. That is great news. That's amazing.
That is huge. I actually started seeing people getting their trees inside of their houses. Like they literally like taking pictures like, oh, there's my tree that they just ended up buying over at the Festival of Trees. So that's a really, really big deal.
I am so happy that everything sold. That is that's great. So I think that was a great idea. moving it to that kind of event, and hopefully they do something like that next year.
Right. Okay. So, Eric, I was thinking about this whole like what day it is. I was like, man, we should also come up with a random fact of the day. And I think I want to go ahead and create that part.
The
And so now we
random
both
fact of
have
the day.
homework.
No, I got this. The random fact of the day. We just talked about it before we went online.
What is
In
it?
this day, a couple of years ago, it was snowing.
Oh, yeah, that's very random fact. It was
Yeah.
snowing. And that's kind
It
of
was
one of the
snowing.
things we want to talk about. We could go into the next segment, or we could go ahead and actually talk about literally a very, very huge random act. Here it goes. I'm just going to go ahead and go with number one because why not? 3 presidents, all founding fathers, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, and James Monroe, died on July 4th. President Adams and Jefferson also died the same year, 1826. President Monroe died in 1831. Coincidence? You decide. So there's my random fact of the day. If you guys want to be a part of any more of those, make sure you tune in every morning.
That was random. That was definitely random.
Wait to announce how much we were able to give to the past. I really definitely want to know everything that you guys put into it. I really hope that everything is accounted for and like literally given because, I mean, I tell you what.
And I know they are. We know they're a good organization. And so it was great. So a couple other random things because we're coming up to that time. In my memories today was us doing the gingerbread houses, which are due this week. So if you're going to join in the Prescott Resort Gingerbread House and make something, you've got to turn those into them this week. I saw a couple people in the groups asking what and where to do that. Call them and they'll let you know what you need to do. But the deadline is, I think, the day after Thanksgiving. You got to drop those off.
Yeah, and I can't wait to go on that. Every year we go on a train ride at the actual gingerbread because they have a little train that runs around there, and somehow, some way, I always am able to go ahead and get on the train.
Right. I saw Maria's thing the other day, or in the post in Prescott Good Eats, and everybody was all over the place on what was a good time to eat Thanksgiving, and I thought was you just ate all day. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, there's a 2 o'clock and then there's a 4 o'clock. I think the 4 o'clock actually is the one that won. And I have a theory why that is because it's like perfect timing to go ahead and eat a great meal and immediately fall asleep right afterwards.
Well, then you got the turkey tryptophan and you're sleeping.
Yeah, no, it's a real thing. I mean, no matter what you eat, it just turns out to be one of those moments where you're just like a nap is really ready for like immediately right after. So they were saying that there's some stuff in the turkeys. Is that a true fact?
It's called tryptophan. Yeah.
Tryptophan.
Yep.
So tryptophan is making you fall asleep.
It makes you sleepy. Yep.
Wow, that is intense. And that's only in turkeys, huh?
I don't know. That's a good question. That could be tomorrow's.
It's an all food, to be honest, man.
That could be tomorrow's random fact.
I'll try to take a nap.
Okay, so Martine, this weekend we've got a lot going on, right? But in the Prescott Christmas City is like becoming a thing now that the turkey's having its day. Which parade is this weekend?
Great question. I was just trying to get past this weekend, man, and then start rolling into the next week. I think we have the light parade. Back to events. I think we have the light parade coming up. If I'm not mistaken,
is it Saturday?
I have no clue. I gotta get into.
And it's the courthouse. Actually, it's the courthouse lighting too, isn't it?
No, courthouse lighting is. Oh gosh, you got me on that one. We're gonna have to figure this out real quick. Right. I know that we like to talk about events, but that's the reason why you just follow the Prescott Times, and we'll make sure that you follow all those events and get them into your calendar.
Seems late this year. It is the courthouse lighting is December 4th, so a week from Saturday.
Okay, so that means the maybe the actual courthouse or the light parade is this weekend.
I'm checking. I know it's one of them. I'm looking. Hold on here. Lighting.
I mean, no matter what, this rest of the month is just insane. I mean, we're here at the Prescott Times. I think we're going to go ahead and just enjoy the rest of the week with our families and friends.
The light parade is Saturday.
Yep. Saturday it is. Where'd you find that at? Do you have a link?
I found that. Yes, I found that on the Chamber's website, and the bonfire will be immediately following. Here, let me share what I'm seeing here. Hold on here. Need the Jeopardy music to pull up the right window.
Right.
Boom. There we go. All right, so Holiday Light Parade and Bonfire Festival, it starts at 6 to 7:30. So if you've never done it before and you're new to the area, you do the light. They do the light parade around the courthouse square, and then right over at the middle school field, they do the bonfire
Okay, you can't go wrong with that.
by the fire department. So it's totally like okay.
Totally legal, man. Totally
Yep.
legal. All right. Well, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of things that are coming up. I mean, Prescott Valley is gearing up with their Festival of Lights tree. What do they call it? Festival of Lights, right? Festival of
Uh,
Lights out in Prescott Valley are going to be
you mean
lighting up.
is it Fan Park where they do that?
Yeah. Fan Park.
Yes,
Fane
the
Park.
Festival of
Fane Park.
Lights. I'm not sure. I think I can't remember which one it is, but yeah, that is out in Prescott Valley where you drive through it. And somebody said that last year they had a day where they closed the road and you walked through it. They only did it for one day.
Yeah,
But
they're doing that this year as well. I am,
okay.
if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be the walk through Bethlehem. Or no, that actually is another event as well. You guys ever heard about that? I don't think that. Okay, so the fun fact, we didn't really have all these events last year.
We didn't.
We're not
What
supposed to have
about
a
the
lighting.
indoor Christmas walkthrough? Is that going to happen this year?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we've got to go ahead and get on top of this. We want to go ahead and make sure that we have all the events. Sometimes we get focused on one event, like last month or this month in general. We were really focused on the Festival of Trees, and it was for a great cause. So we really did focus on it. So now, hopefully, we can go ahead and get a nice list going so everybody can utilize for liking and also sharing to the community.
So much coming on. Then we got Acronite, which is going to be huge, and we'll talk about that when it gets closer. But wow, I'm already overwhelmed with events again. It was like November was a fairly nice lull, and now we're like, bam, Christmas City.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So we talked about snow. Let's hear it. What are we getting, or what are we not?
Okay. So I woke up this morning, and all of a sudden, boom! This little thing popped up and said snow in northern Arizona, and I said, "What?" And it is. It's a true fact, but we're not going to see any of that. We're not even going to see any of the rain, but it's going to be from like 7,000 feet and up.
So that's like high Flagstaff is going to get it.
Yeah. I mean, our peaks might see a little bit of it, but we're not going to see any of it. It's going to be a little bit colder than usual. So, I heard it could be windy. That's going on this month.
Yeah, and I heard it could be windy too, Martine. And that's the other thing is you say it's going to be a little bit colder. Flagstaff normally, like Snowball, is normally open by now, and because they've had no snow, they had to delay the opening. So let's hope they get some snow so they can open.
Yeah, I read a report saying that it was actually going to be a little bit drier this year for them. So
yep,
hopefully it doesn't stay consistent like that.
Look at all these helpers we've got going on here. Holy cow, Tammy, there we go. Walkthrough for the Valley of Lights is Tuesday, November 30th.
Yep. November 30th is the Valley of Lights, 5:30 to 6:30. I think it's actually a really cool little scenario there. Let's see the Valley. I can't wait to go do everything. Oh, really, Nancy? That is so awesome. She's like, it's my first one here. Don't burn yourself out, because if you decide to live here in Prescott, Arizona, these are the events that you really want to do. I mean, we were actually talking about that the other day because we were in Sedona yesterday, and we hit, how there's like a huge congestion right there with downtown Sedona, where everybody kind of like
walks through. They put up barriers so you can't walk through across the street anymore.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Anyways, I was like, this is what we don't want to happen in Prescott. She goes, how does that happen? Well, Arizona Tourist Committee decides to go ahead and just start shoveling a whole bunch of people in places. And obviously Sedona is very beautiful in general. So they actually got a lot of the traffic, which is okay. But at the same time, when you want to go out there, it's just no fun. Yesterday, we were waiting in line, just to even get closer to that little roundabout right there downtown Sedona.
And that's what happens when you run a highway right through the middle of town. And we have the same problem.
Yeah. So anyways, long story short, I was telling her that, downtown Prescott could really, like, what we ended up like banking off of were those main events. So 4th of July, Christmas, and the boot drop now. So those were the major ones that we were really enjoying. Oh, and also the Whiskey Off-Road, but Whiskey Off-Road didn't do for the past 2 years. So
yep.
anyways, we really try to bank off that. But needless to say, if we could go ahead and keep those tax dollars coming in to compensate for the downtown or even the city in general and cities, then that's kind of what we're wanting to do is actually create that presence here locally in Prescott. So.
All right, so
Anyways.
at the Stroll, look at what Logan's saying. Prescott Chamber of Commerce is going to be handing out ice scrapers, nice ones too. So if you do the Stroll on the 30th, you maybe will get yourself some ice scrapers.
Give me some ice scrapers. Hey, Logan, you better go back to Marnie and tell her that I've been talking about her stuff. I mean, sincerely, she's like, Logan's like, hey, do you want to do a little bit of an impromptu for the turkey drive? And she goes, it was too late. It was too late. It's never too late, Marnie. Matter of fact, tag Marnie. Tell her that we're talking about her. I want her to realize that we talk about her all the time here.
Yeah, Prescott Chamber and Prescott Valley Chamber, they're awesome. I mean, and
yes,
so
they're definitely doing their whole little their due in general. Which brings me back to the mixers that are happening on December 5th. We are also conducting the end of year biggest New Year's Eve party that everybody's eligible to go to. I would like the closest people that come and watch us every morning to attend. We're going to be throwing a little party over at the Elks Theater, third story. So if you guys want to be a part of that, get a hold of us. We just released the tickets on Saturday or Friday evening. So those things will definitely sell out. It is what it is. It's going to sell out. It happens. But this time,
I was going to ask before you jump that far ahead, is the comedy show at the Speakeasy sold out now?
Over the weekend we had a little significant spike in sales, so we got to go back and check the numbers out.
Okay, cool. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not, and that's coming up fast. But yeah, man, the events that are just coming up. Like I said, don't forget, Martina, you're going to be at our open house at the Wilder House for
Wilder House.
Yeah.
For I was telling Ceci earlier that's kind of where the party's at.
Yep, so we'll have it all opened up, and the thing is you can park there and walk right downtown. We're gonna have a food truck and everything.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing!
And cookies.
I heard there's another food truck out there. Spicy Streets. They might want to be a part of everything here shortly, man.
I'm excited. I'm excited for them to get a food truck. Yes, Spicy Streets is gonna get a food truck. Logan, you better hurry up and get your backup food truck going.
Yep, you better back that food truck up. I know somebody's selling it for 40 grand already figured out without the wrap on it. So
wow.
It said it's there for you if you really, really want it. So anyways, guys, this was an amazing weekend. I actually took a little trip yesterday. We went out to Sedona, and we randomly pick a trail to walk. This one was dubbed the Birthing Cave. And obviously,
I've heard of it.
It looks like, basically you're walking out of a birthing thing in general. But man, I tell you what, dude, the hike there was beautiful. To get up there, it's not like a cave that you expected from like actual video pictures.
Mm-hmm.
You think that you're actually walking from the other side coming out. No, this cave is so shallow, Eric. I was like, what in the... I mean, there's nowhere to sit. It was so weird. And so anyway, there was a few people there. We ended up bringing the new fur buddy that we have, little Luna. And there was another one that was really kind of like, he was spazzing out and started barking and was like, obviously a cave sound. And so everybody was like, oh, I felt the vibe go down because the dog was getting wild. The other dog, actually. And so I sat there and I'm like, how do they get this picture? And you literally have to climb up this like really smooth thing and get as far back and as close to the wall as possible to get these pictures. And I actually want to show you this one picture. And I'm telling you, man, it was really hard to actually get this picture. I was tripping out. I was like, how in the world do people get these pictures? Here, I would let me see. There you go. Post it out like this. Let me see. Let's see. Share screen, Chrome tab, Facebook, and boom. Now this picture right here, Eric. Okay, so like once again, it looks like this cave goes back far. This really
how
honestly,
long of a hike is it to there?
It's only 2 miles.
Okay.
I don't know if it's 2 miles there, 2 miles back, or 1 mile in, 1 mile back, but they said it was 2 miles in general. So I'm assuming it's back and forth. It's only a mile off of the highway, but you can't find it off of any of the trails. You have to like know where you're going. I actually downloaded an app called All Trails, and it tells you all like the coolest trails that everybody loves to hike. And this one is on it. So this one actually took you straight to it. There's a picture of Ceci and the fur baby. Like she's literally like hanging on the side of this little, the incline is fairly intense, man. See, as you can see right there, look at that incline right there. That's
Wow.
like a
Wow.
12 pitch little incline. So Ceci's just perched up right there on the side. But to get this picture, Eric, you have to have a very wide lens, and it has and you got to be literally on the wall in order for you to go ahead
And you did, and you took this one?
yeah, I took this one.
This one's great. Look at that. That's great. So most people that are new, maybe, I mean, Sedona is like an hour away, maybe an hour and 10 minutes away. And
Yep.
so there's some hiking trails. And I know we have a lot, but like that's amazing. Most people don't, even locals or people have been in Arizona their whole life have never seen that. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
No, it's a beautiful one. Once again, you got to know exactly where to go, with it in general. So it's actually really, really cool to kind of experience some of these things, and just pick a random one. But when you get a new dog, it's kind of weird because now you got to have new
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 places to
everything.
go to
Yeah,
investigate.
new
Bonnie says
everything.
and Bonnie says All Trails is a great app, and I have to agree with her. It's actually an amazing app. And so if you want to explore new places, and it'll map it all out for you and everything else, All Trails is a really good app. And there's a free version, and of course, I think there's a paid version.
Yes, the free version is fairly decent as long as you, if you have a service all the time, then you're good. But obviously, on some of these trails, you're not going to have service, so
Right.
it's kind of cool to have it. Everybody that was actually going on this trail, I was like, "Oh, where you headed?" They're like, "Oh, the birthing cave. I think it's this way," because it's not on the billboards. It's not on the billboard. It's not on the
Okay.
boards in general. So I ended up having what do you call it? It somehow picked up my trail and my GPS signal, so I was still able to utilize the app. But everybody was like, I don't know where to go. And if you go
Okay.
on this one trail, the Lonesome Valley Trail, I think it's called,
Mhm.
there's a whole bunch of split offs. So, and none of them are marked at all about the birthing cave. So it's kind of crazy, but it's kind of fun.
That is really cool. And it's interesting you mentioned about the tourism in Sedona and things like that. A lot of the residents of Sedona are trying to close a bunch of the trails down because they're tired of people in there. And so hopefully that doesn't happen, because I know a lot of people from Prescott area love to go over there and do trails, whether it's hiking, bike riding's big, and even 4x4ing. It's all big in Sedona.
But once again, this is the reason why a freaking the whole I don't want to be burden of bad news, but the Arizona Tourism Committee is 100% trying to push this through. And one of the reasons why is because we need those tax dollars. Unfortunately, it costs to live in our cities. But I mean, I don't know, when is enough? That's what I'm trying to ask.
Well,
when is
I mean,
enough?
the city, you have to decide what the city is. Like this, I think Prescott's considered a tourism city. I think Sedona is considered a tourism city. Not so sure about Flagstaff. I think they're more of a university city. But I mean, if the city is, gets most of their revenue from tourism, they have to kind of help nurture that a little bit, right?
Yep, most definitely.
There's Mark. I saw his new little toy he got this weekend. Congratulations. That looks like fun.
I know, right? He was like a little tractor. He's like, here,
Yeah.
look, check out my new toy. He's like,
I bet you could take down a house with that.
he's looking for a bunch of laborers, and I'm just thinking, well, that's probably the best one that you have.
Yep.
That thing carries a lot.
It does. It certainly does.
All right. Well, needless to say, today is coming to an end. We have a very short week this month, and the thing is that we need to go ahead and get close to our families, because once again, it's a little bit different than last year. But at the same time, make sure you take care of yourselves and your loved ones. I actually ended up having Motivational Monday. My motivation is this. You ready for it?
I'm ready for it.
You can come out bitter, or you can come out better.
Mm.
There is a purpose in your pain. So you choose wisely on how you actually figure out things, but make sure you choose it wisely to become a better person. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I like it. Talk about Motivation Monday. You need like a drum roll after that.
I know. Pop or do.
Right. I'm not sure which one. And then keep in mind, schools, they're all on different schedules this week. Some have already like done fall break and they're out. Other schools are still in. So be careful going through school zones and things like that. Don't assume they're out yet because it's all over the place on what schools are in or which schools are out this week.
Yeah, some schools are out for randomness reasons.
Yeah.
Extra time out there. So with that being said, peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war. And remember, love always wins in Prescott, Arizona. See you guys later.
Welcome to the